Hi, right, okay, this one is from xinti.com. I'll put a link below. It's the JMT T85, and it came as a kit. So basically, in this big box you see behind here, you've just got everything in a kit, and it's the Sailfly X parts mostly, but with the Caddx EOS 2 camera and a 200 milliwatt VTX for $80, which is about the same as a Sailfly. So that's its main selling point, is that you get the Caddx EOS 2 and the 200 milliwatts. Now, yeah, apart from that, it's just a very heavy quad. Basically the canopy weighs 6 grams. This weighs about 4 and a bit grams. The battery holder. So all in all, you've got screws in the motors as well. That came to 49 grams like this, but with the prop protectors on there, which broke. So yeah, I wouldn't bother with those. With those on there, it came to 51, 52 grams, something like that. So if you're going to get it, I would say get it for the parts with the intention of building something different with it. Maybe a lighter canopy, lighter battery holder, or just Velcro something on, or something like that, or elastic bands. Something I thought maybe do away with this bit and just put a BS2 camera on there with elastic bands and double-sided tape and stuff, like I've done on some of my other builds like this, and which that just becomes very light. Then you could shed 10 or 15 grams straight away, I should imagine, and at 35 grams it would probably fly quite well. At 49 grams it flies well, but it's heavy. It's still fast. Straight line speed is okay. It just doesn't have huge amounts of punch for a 2S build. But like I said, it's a kit. You make of it what you want. The value of the parts is worth the $80. You're basically paying the same as you would for a Sailfly, but getting a much better camera, and the camera is loads better. You can actually see where you're going at all times. It's very clear. Bright colours, dark areas all come out lit up, whether the sky's bright or overcast or whatever. It works much better. Do get a little bit of jello with this camera if your props aren't balanced very well. If they're balanced, it's okay, but if they're not balanced, then the vibrations get through and the camera shows it up as a bit of jello. But so something to think about there. So what you get in the kit is a 452S. You get a charger which does 2 cells and 3 cells, so which you don't get with the X lights, with the Sailfly X, excuse me. You get some spare bits, some spare propellers, some leads, charge boxes, bits and pieces, a few extra screws and things, some instructions. Funnily enough, a box which says that it's the Mobula 7 on it, V3. That's what the frame came in. So yeah, I think this is just a bunch of parts that they've kind of thrown together, and if the parts are something that you're going to use, then it's good value. Now the motors, I don't know if you can see. Trying to get them in focus. No, not working. They're 9,000. They've got 9,000 kV printed on them rather than 8,500. So they're the earlier version of the Sailfly X motors. But I think that's just a misprint anyway. I think from what I've read that they're actually 8,500 kVs. So again, it's like as with the Sailfly, you can use 2S no problem. 3S it would probably work, but you'd need to limit your throttle. And also, I'm not sure if that flight controller in there is the 3S one or not, actually. So probably best to stick to 2S. Now, excuse me, that's yeah, there's not much more to say about it really. It's what I'm going to be doing is I'll make it I'll make it my own and lighten that right up and put another video on. I've put a video on flying like this up at the park, and you'll see that it's not that fast. It's okay. It's but you know, the colours are good, and you can see where you're going, so you can really get in amongst the branches and under the trees and under the benches and all the places with confidence, because you can see where you're going, and the slightly slower speed probably helps a little bit there. I definitely felt more confident with that one than I did with the flying in the little areas. But having said that, I think the sailfly was more fun because it's faster. But yeah, anyway, I'll put a link below. Exintia, pretty good with their prices anyway, for lots of other things. So even if this doesn't take your fancy, go and have a look, because they have good prices on things like the motors and flight controllers. Like they've got the flight controller for $21, and that's a very good price. That is. Go and have a look, see what else there is, and yeah, cheers. Oh, if you tell them that Nigel Sheffield 123 sent you via Skype or something, you might get $5 credit to your account. You might. It depends if they're still doing that. But yeah, thanks very much. Cheers then. Bye.